Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there is serious hunger and economic problem in this country that was created by none other than William Samoei Ruto himself. With all this, Kenyans are now getting tired, they are angry, they are hungry, they are pissed off, and they are now speaking their mind. You see, everyone is disgruntled, and the youth cannot keep on waiting, buying patience anymore. There is a group of Kenyans who were interviewed somewhere in Mount Kenya region. And if you listen to their views, they are really tired with this government. Even the kind of language they used towards the journalists who are interviewing them. You see, they're saying Tutakunyonga hata nyinyi watu wa camera, that they are even threatening to walk all the way to Nairobi. That means these are people in up country. They want to walk to Nairobi to demonstrate, protest, and send a message. They are tired. That why should they pay for citizenship in this country? When Ruto, through his administration, Kithure Kindiki, suggested that you need to pay 1,000 for an ID. If you lose it, 2,000. That means you are paying for your citizenship in this country. You are no longer Kenyan. That you need to have money for you to get an ID. Unanunua uraia. That they cannot afford to pay school fees for their children. They are hungry. They are suffering. They can't survive. So, it is a warning to William Samoei Ruto. And they are addressing Ruto directly. Serikali ya Ruto iangalie hii mambo. These are just Kenyans who are speaking their mind. And there's a lot coming out of this. Because there was a narrative of hustler versus dynasty. And who are hustlers? The people who are complaining today. Who was leading hustlers? The man they are addressing, William Samoei Ruto. Mambo yanabadilika.
Nyonga mpaka watu wa kamera, watu wanyonga hawa. Watupe pesa yetu. Watu wanyonga, lakini tuanyonga hata nyinyi. Hatuna kitu bwana. Na mnataka defense mnataka ni sisi. Tutanyonga hata nyinyi watu wa kamera. Nyinyi mko na pesa mnalipa ushuru. Watoto wetu wanakaa nyumbani. Wanakosa mpaka chakula. Wanakosa chakula. Sisi wenyewe tunateseka huku chini bwana. Hatuna kitu. Wakona dawa wanalipwa. Ama tuende mpaka Nairobi mguu. Tuende mpaka Nairobi mguu wake Mungu ndio wajue tunateseka. Unaenda kutafuta kitambulisho hausaidii. Kitambulisho nilipe 1,000 nalipa. Unalipa kitambulisho 1,000. Sasa hivi wewe unabeba Amaya citizen to pay for my citizenship. Makosa ni kazi gani? Mimi ni citizen, nilipe citizenship yangu. Kama nini naongezwa? Hebu niambiaje kwa biashara zote? Sisi watu tunaumia. Huyo Ruto asikie tunaumia. Tunaumia sisi kama maasira tunaumia kabisa. Hata uongo mzee. Hata mama Melo unafaa angaliwe. Ulisema serikali ni ya nini? Ni ya maasira. Sasa hizi maasira wanakula nini? Hao wenye wana mpaka hatuna haki. Asala hatuna nyumba unalala ndani ya meza. Usiku na polisi. Ukienda kwa duka pesa imeongezeka kila kitu ndani ya gunia bado unashika. Hiyo ni mbaya. Serikali angalia. Inafaa kuangalia serikali ya Ruto iangalie bwana. Tuko na shida. Tunaumia sisi kama Wakenya. Tunaumia sana. Tunaumia, naomba tunaumia.
Now we are continuing this regular discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, when you hear such kind of utterances coming from people, just know these people, they have been pushed to the wall. They have no any other option Now they have to speak the way they are speaking. It is the last result any human being can settle on. Yani wamefinywa ajabu. They have no space to breathe. Paka wanasema tutawanyonga. Ni watu wa kamera. Kama wanaambia mtu wa kamera tutawanyonga, what if they get William Ruto? Watamfanya nini? Mtu wa kamera atanyongwa kwa sababu maisha imekuwa ngumu, wamechoka. Na je, yule mtu who is perceived to be the person putting policies in place that has affected their life, wakimpata watafanya nini? Nini watafanyia Ruto wakimpata? Sababu yule mwenye wanasema watanyonga hana hatia, lakini it is a way of, showing their disgruntlement in this government. Wamechoka. Wakipata Gachagua, Mudavadi, Ruto, Wetangula or the Kenya Kwanza leadership, watawafanyia nini? Yani wamechoka na hii serikali ajabu. The only remaining thing when you lack food on your table, you can't afford basic needs. The only thing that is remaining is for these people to start breaking into people's home in broad daylight, to steal. And if you try to stop them, they can easily and instantly turn violent. Ni kwa sababu ndo wanatafuta chakula. Njaa inaweza kufanya mambo ya ajabu yasiyokuwa ya kawaida. So if Ruto told them that they are hustlers and the dynasty was Raila, Uhuru na wengine, hata Mudavadi alitajwa kwa mambo ya dynasty, and Ruto was the poor leading poor people, soon they will be breaking into whose home? The man who took over power because he wanted to send home dynasty and bring leadership, food and all privileges that were needed to hustlers. Wataenda kwa maboma za kina nani? They will be walking to Sugoi, they will be walking to Madira, they will be walking to homes of members of parliament elected under UDA leadership, because now they are in power and they are not providing the leadership that they had promised to make sure that life is affordable for the hustlers. So Ruto is the one who built this monster. He domesticated it. It has matured. It has reached a level. Now they have to turn against the same man who was hatching this monster. Sasa watakujia wewe William. Ndio maana wanasema they want to walk to Nairobi. Wana walk to go and see who? William Samuel Ruto. Yeye ndiye alikuja na haya mambo ya kusema dynasty. He gave birth to this. Now it has grown 1.5 years. They are realizing that the man who promised them that is going to serve them and indeed they voted for him, he is not the one. He lied to them. He is not with them. In fact, he has made life much expensive compared to when Uhuru Kenyatta was in power. Sasa hao waambiwa vizuri, kama kuna watu wa kunyonga nyonga, waende kunyonga nyonga William Ruto, wanyonga nyonge Gachagua, wanyonga nyonge Mudavadi, Wetangula ako pale na uongozi wa Kenya Kwanza. Hao ndio watu wa kunyonga nyonga. Hao ndio wamefanya life unbearable. Even when UDA members of parliament want to vote, Ruto get to a pulpit and threaten them in church that I'm waiting to see the person who will vote against my bill. Angewafanyia nini? Swali mengi tu bila majibu. There is a problem. But he's the one who brought the issue of hustlers. Now hustlers are speaking their mind. They are not addressing Uhuru Kenyatta, nor Raila Odinga, nor Kalonzo Musyoka, nor Martha Karua. The person they are addressing ni Ruto na uongozi wake. Hakuna mambo ya dynasty hapa sasa. Wana address their fellow hustler. He promised heaven, he delivered hell to hustlers. This is how you lead a nation to anarchy. Because you said we have dynasty, we have to put aside dynasty. We bring in hustler government that will work for the people. Now you are in the power, you are a hustler, leading Kenyans into abject poverty. So what next? If you don't control the monster that you built, the monster will come and finish you. And how is this happening? Now they have nothing to eat. They can't take their children to school. They can't afford to get ID. They break into your home sasa ndio wapate chakula ndio, you know, all that. That means you are reducing Kenya into a lawlessness country through the attempts that you made. Once we become a lawless country, where violence is the order of the day, that is then anarchy. Who called for this anarchy? It was the statements from William Samoei Ruto in reference to other leaders as Dynasty. So, the conclusion will be that Ruto is an anarchist. How do you govern a country when the order of the day is anarchy? Kenya will slowly become ungovernable for William Ruto. So, will you still call yourself a president? And governing who? So, there is going to be a revolution. People are going to demonstrate when they reach that last elastic, level. You cannot pull it again. You have stretched to the end. It is going to react. It is going to backfire. And it's going to backfire on the man who started this rhetoric. So these are people from Mount Kenya region. They are really registering their disgruntlement that Ruto has failed them completely. They have no any other option. Mpaka wanasema tutawanyonga. That's the only remaining thing they can mention. But it is time also for them to learn a political lesson. Ruto is teaching them a political lesson. That any other time, when you get to the ballot, vote with your mind. Listen careful. Gauge someone. Understand, are you voting for a liar? Or you are voting with emotion? We have to remove emotion from our brain when it comes to voting. We have to understand very carefully the kind of people we are voting to power. If they were voting with their brain, I don't think that there will be someone who will be asking them to pay 1,000 for the ID. I don't think Raila Odinga would have brought a finance bill that will ask them to pay 16% instead of 8%. Raila said that I will continue in the footsteps of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Now Kenyans are viewing Uhuru Kenyatta better in comparison to William Ruto. So the person who was supposed to continue with the trajectory of Uhuru Kenyatta was Raila Odinga and even make it better. Ya kwamba nitafanya kazi kama vile Uhuru Kenyatta alifanya, na pale hakufanya vizuri nitarekebisha nifanye vizuri zaidi. Sasa saa hizi you have what you chose. Mlichagua William Ruto. Na hata kama kweli alikuja kwa kura kidogo, lakini watu wa Mount Kenya wengi walimpea kura. Tunajua tuko na milioni 1 kule ya Raila Odinga, lakini zingine zilikuwa za Mheshimiwa William Ruto. So it is worse for everyone, for Ruto and for the people who voted for him. So he's being rejected, and for them they are suffering because they put this man in office.